the party. As a second of one who said, coach, what they were doing, will be a woman who will make sure that you bring the party back to power.
Sinipe.
Tasembu ha woka no ye we beka don ye hwi but opem wa.
Sinipe.
IGP fufura but the masami di me jai monda. O send still me baboko school na obi akade wo ma me ko twitu me twitu.
Me ko abontia Ghana for catch them so be pay ko catch on crop for say Mumfa Kennedy Agyapong brother beto abama ba better radio so na me ka mo say mo suspend me what be that
Sinipe.
I am communicating job na mo de ma me say communication director ya call election ya lose and na Ghana for communicate to deputy communication director on your grassroots person or mo say ko catch your party for no and I'm communicating I am communicating am I not communicating
Sinipe.
One of the Sicano, or more so. No, or same Ramayan. Never said no.
Sinipe.
Dear Mr. Speaker, what tra a share, what tramrano, and random man to me man in your way. And Untina, yet Trina Diana so say, on Rembrano, no one be to me say, Ranny, dear baby of fire in the wetty, until young correcting you.
Sinipe.
Yes, as who say, as a person come minority, no, your casa boashe.
Sinipe.
The fabric of the party and your leadership.
Sinipe.
And Nuntino said, if there's no good leadership, the party will sink and sink forever. Otisruho and a mo yanya mo pe and a mo be change bibi, but I did not move changing Munchray and Bonnie, I did not yet. Munchray, as soon as I didn't Ediaba.
Sinipe.
Bessie pay at you say, you will be as I say in your bois near ye, now your parliamentary a Juma yeno. You created that conducive atmosphere near you, ye bay.
Sinipe.
The first year, God in Gaggisburg, book. Bro, and no book can be business. If be English, we go chop.
Sinipe. Sinipe.
The party as a second of one who said, coach, what they were doing, will be a woman who will make sure that you bring the party back to power.
Sinipe.
Tasembu ha woka no ye we beka don ye hwi but opem wa.
Sinipe.
IGP fufura but the masami di me jai monda. O send still me baboko school na obi akade wo ma me ko twitu me twitu.
Me ko abontia Ghana for catch them so be pay ko catch on crop for say Mumfa Kennedy Agyapong brother beto abama ba better radio so na me ka mo say mo suspend me what be that
Sinipe.
I am communicating job na mo de ma me say communication director ya call election ya lose and na Ghana for communicate to deputy communication director on your grassroots person or mo say ko catch your party for no and I'm communicating I am communicating am I not communicating
Sinipe.
One of the Sicano, or more so. No, or same Ramayan. Never said no.
Sinipe.
Dear Mr. Speaker, what tra a share, what tramrano, and random man to me man in your way. And Untina, yet Trina Diana so say, on Rembrano, no one be to be said, Ranny, dear baby of fire in the wetty, until young correcting you.
Sinipe.
Yes, as who say, as a person come minority, no, your casa boashe.
Sinipe.
The fabric.
If we can solve unemployment problems, then we don't need people who think they are highly educated and they can go to IMF for loans, World Bank for loans. You see, anytime you go to IMF for loans, it means you have failed your people. If you go to World Bank for loans, you have failed your people. I think we can use the land here for agriculture and the value chain of agro-processing industry. This is what we have to focus in this country. And the people coming from the north have the advantage over every region, the 5 regions here. Why? Because of the forest nature in the southern belt. But here, the land is flat. You can clear acreages of land for agriculture. So there are so many things we can do. And what I want to do for the people in the north, first, is to move Minister of Agriculture to Tamale, the northern region. I'm also thinking of one more ministry that I'll move
to the north here.
to the north. Yeah, the 5 northern regions. At minimum 2 ministries will move.
Wow.
And why agriculture in the north or Tamale area is that Tamale is the center. Okay, the first place to come, you arrive at Tamale Airport, and we are going to use it mainly, or about 90%, we'll use it for cargo terminals. Because we are going to produce a lot of vegetables and all those things and export it to European market. And from Tamale to London is about 5 hours. So by the time the British wake up in the morning, all our pineapple, all our carrots, all our vegetables are on. So I'm begging the people of the northern region, the 5 northern regions, to see me as an entrepreneur, not only a business. Look the way you are. Because you have a job at this radio station, look at your personality. It shows clearly that at least, even if you are not rich, you are comfortable. What about our young sisters, our daughters, who migrate to the south just to be called Kalayo? We need to build these industries here for them, the southness also to come to the north and look for jobs. That is what we need. So if I'm the president, I'll make sure first I move Minister of Agriculture to Tamale specifically. Some are asking, how are you going to do it? My brother, from here, go to Tamale and see the regional administration. It's so huge and it's underutilized. We are going to divide it into 2, Minister of Agric and regional administration. Then as time goes on, we build administration or structures for Minister of Agric. The advantage is people will now be moving. Anybody who wants to do agric transaction will come to the north. Okay? Will come to the north. There will be demand for housing. Contractors or investors will come in to build. And when they are building, carpenters, masons, plumbers, arc welders, tilers, painters, or electricians, all these guys are going to get jobs. This is how we can create employment for our youth of this country. Everything is centered in Accra and the place is saturated. When you come to the north or any other regional capitals, apart from Accra, Monday, Tuesday, Friday, the place is dead. You only see activities from the weekends, Friday evening, Saturday, Sunday, they all go back. We cannot continuously do that. And therefore, if you want to build, because let's take it for instance, I live in New Jersey for so many years. We share border with New York. But I don't go to New York to shop. I get everything in New Jersey. I used to live in New York, but now in Jersey. I don't remember when I went to New York because I have come to New York for their needs. When you move from Pennsylvania, you go to Delaware, a small state, but they have everything themselves. You from Delaware to Maryland is the same. Why can't we do it? That is why I've decided to build this country by opening up, and you start that with the ministries. Minister of Energy will go to Takoradi. Okay? Minister of Transport will stay in Accra because of the sea and the air, those things. Minister of Trade will go to. Why Abu Jinapo likes me and I like him. Abu Jinapo, only Esrausu. Call Cantamanto. And they beat them and cry, hey, I'm a stronghold. Namo book MPP for there. And so Ashanti region, hey, a stronghold. Yebebu NDC for controversy and try media for to be a try at the coy. It charging me treason for defending MPP. I think I know the Omon country MPP for. Sika must spend it from 1992. Eba pim and net. I think I know the Omon can was it. Omu Benina, Obieni Wa, what to me about MPP who cut it from 1992. I have spent a lot of money on MPP, but that is not the issue. Sure. The issue is, baby, a Ghana edu, baby, a MPP edu. Why not? You didn't quite a better man. No, my brother, what the trot room was, yes, Canadian Japan, Famara, a better man. What the bathroom from Tamale to Damangua, Canadian Japan, a better man. Oh, be a bar, Canadian Japan, a better man. A suffer for, as a Canadian Japan, Malam for, as a Canadian Japan. In the MPP for power near pay, and answer flag bearer. I will quite continue. Why Abu Jinapo likes me and I like him. Abu Jinapo, only Esrausu. Call Cantamanto. And they beat them. Nobody was born to come out. So I came out and told them, I must say, and crying, hey, I'm a stronghold. Namo book MPP for there. And so Ashanti region, hey, a stronghold. Yebebu NDC for controversy and try media for to be a try at the coy. It charging me treason for defending MPP. I think I know the Omon country MPP for. Sika must spend it from 1992. Eba pim and net. I think I know the Omon can was it. Omu Benina, Obieni Wa, what to me about MPP who cut it from 1992. I have spent a lot of money on MPP, but that is not the issue. Sure. The issue is, baby, a Ghana edu, baby, a MPP edu. Why not? You didn't quite a better man. No, my brother, what the trot room was, yes, Canadian Japan, Famara, a better man. What the bathroom from Tamale to Damangua, Canadian Japan, a better man. Oh, be a bar, Canadian Japan, a better man. A suffer for, as a Canadian Japan, Malam for, as a Canadian Japan. In the MPP for power near pay, and answer flag bearer. I will quite continue. Why Abu Jinapo likes me and I like him. Abu Jinapo, only Esrausu. Call Cantamanto. And they beat them. Nobody was born to come out. So I came out and told them, I must say, and crying, hey, I'm a stronghold. Namo book MPP for there. And so Ashanti region, hey, a stronghold. Yebebu NDC for controversy and try media for to be a try at the coy. It charging me treason for defending MPP. I think I know the Omon country MPP for. Sika must spend it from 1992. Eba pim and net. I think I know the Omon can was it. Omu Benina, Obieni Wa, what to me about MPP from 1992. I have spent a lot of money on MPP. But that is not the issue. The issue is MPP. Why not? No, my brother, what the trot room was, yes, Canadian Japan, Famara, a better man. See, we should begin to dream big on a doable. Mami oho, koko, any other things will be over. Never. Now, me bobo biachno. Minister called Thailand. Any deputy minister of Agric, near friend Hammond. That time, Hammond, near called Thailand for cassava. Me, also understand, cassava, you bodu as MD. Professor Safo Kantanka, or ye, you tech, or a lecture of tech. Myself and Opombio, things are near 5 near court. Now, Banchi, they get 30 different products from Banchi. Okay. We are minister last one. Almost had no a byproduct, no, a generative power. Me ensure one pino, the ama feed. And bisa who say, Banchi, Ghana, Nkuro,
and our constituencies do do sign and Umubia Banchi. That we cannot do that. Let us go to Avidia Omoya War. Commander. Say to me, Avidia no. Avidia. We sugar free more. Ubet me the molasses. We are molasses we are.
Power.
Ubeya chipboards. After chipboards, power.
Avidia Kwano.
Yeah, it is all India, baby, a friend Kulapu. Sugar plants at Watuaso. Almost supply power to the national grid. And every sugar plant and what Kulapu hono. Omo de omo power eyeju. Minister, oba mi bi Chrome area ye onu ma miensa. Ekutuo.
Anka waze.
Yeah, anka. Abe. Ena koko. Ba de yi koko kura mfu nenka ayimi.
Abe ne akutu.
Abe ne akutu. So okay, your factory ya isiwo ya. Minister ekoso say. So, na wasafa ebro pa. Ebro pa nya yebetimi aye na enkwala bia ni baby food nya almost every baby food ebro. Let's go to Nkati. What we can do in the north with Nkati. Let us go to Accra place baby amoya bi se wo kwa adan kwa no so watermelon. Who do China what they do with watermelon? Let us go to so many kwanso mangoes. And we do another abome. So you see, yen politics. Na yen dream big, so we can also do it. Because I could say, so why West Africa, our population is about 300 million. Ghana and Kwana work with you cases. Ko Burkina, maybe omo ba fosu, omo the bus. Eh, you have the trucks. Eba to. Was grass young Kumasi and ye. Na the entire factory, no. If you almost on this week, maybe a car. BBS, Omo Mana, Omati, Kutuna Begukwa, not say. See, we should begin to dream big. On a doable. Mame ho, cocoa, any other things will be over. Never. Now,
if we can solve unemployment problems, then we don't need people who think they are highly educated and they can go to IMF for loans, World Bank for loans. You see, anytime you go to IMF for loans, it means you have failed your people. If you go to World Bank for loans, you have failed your people. I think we can use the land here for agriculture and the value chain of agro-processing industry. This is what we have to focus in this country. And the people coming from the north have the advantage over every region, the 5 regions here. Why? Because of the forest nature in the southern belt. But here, the land is flat. You can clear acreages of land for agriculture. So there are so many things we can do. And what I want to do for the people in the north, first, is to move Minister of Agriculture to Tamale, the northern region. I'm also thinking of one more ministry that I'll move
to the north here.
To the north, yeah, the 5 northern regions. At minimum 2 ministries will move.
Wow.
And why agriculture in the north or Tamale area is that Tamale is the center. Okay, the first place to come, you arrive at Tamale Airport, and we are going to use it mainly, or about 90%, we'll use it for cargo terminals. Because we are going to produce a lot of vegetables and all those things and export it to European market. And from Tamale to London is about 5 hours. So by the time the British wake up in the morning, all our pineapple, all our carrots, all our vegetables are on the market. This is how we're going to free ourselves from IMF and World Bank. So, agric. agro-processing. Let me draw your attention to something. When we are emphasizing on agriculture, it means we should produce our own fertilizer. And the fertilizer plant is going to be in the north. Wow. We have to have fertilizer plant. We cannot continuously import fertilizers for our farmers. It becomes so expensive. We are going to produce it here. So I'm begging the people of the northern region, the 5 northern regions, to see me as an entrepreneur, not only a businessman, entrepreneur who is going to create jobs, especially for the youth of this country. My brother, look the way you are. Because you have a job at this radio station, look at your personality. It shows clearly that at least, even if you are not rich, you are comfortable. What about our young sisters, our daughters, who migrate to the south just to be called Kalayo? We need to build these industries here. For them, the southness also to come to the north and look for jobs. That is what we need. So if I'm the president, I'll make sure first I move Ministry of Agriculture to Tamale specifically. Some are asking, how are you going to do it? My brother, from here, go to Tamale and see the regional administration. It's so huge and it's underutilized. We are going to divide it into 2, Ministry of Agric and regional administration. Then as time goes on, we build administration or structures for Ministry of Agric. The advantage is people will now be moving. Anybody who wants to do a great transaction will come to the north. Okay? Will come to the north. There will be demand for housing. Contractors or investors will come in to build. And when they are building, carpenters, masons, plumbers, arc welders, tilers, painters, or electricians, all these guys are going to get jobs. This is how we can create employment for our youth of this country. Everything is centered in Accra and the place is saturated. When you come to the north or any other regional capitals, apart from Accra, Monday, Tuesday, Friday, the place is dead. You only see activities from the weekends, Friday evening, Saturday, Sunday, they all go back. We cannot continuously do that. And therefore, if you want to build, because let's take it for instance, I live in New Jersey for so many years. We share border with New York. But I don't go to New York to shop. I get everything in New Jersey. I used to live in New York, but now in Jersey. I don't remember when I went to New York because I have everything there. When you move from New Jersey, you go to Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, they don't come to New York for their needs. When you move from Pennsylvania, you go to Delaware, a small state, but they have everything themselves. You from Delaware to Maryland is the same. Why can't we do it? That is why I've decided to build.
Good afternoon. Raise to the power 1. Da foforo Nyankopon e de adom yen e da so tinkom tachramada bodwem boja edi afrisane etwase yetimi edi nkomo ensama hodo a ewo Ghana ana afei eye New Patriotic Party amanyo semnumu abato a eba no nsemben ena ebobo a eba yebehwe na afei yetimi atena so adi enkomo editorial enam kwanso eba afei Albert asumani the political zan so be join me na yedi nkomo na afei yato aso akọ yenim na ensama hodo a wo ho no enya asem keto yewura ken no hene Agyapong as usual ne vision ene eye messages a wode ema eye delegate no yebehwe na afei yetimi etie bi na yabọ ho enkomo wo a wo hwe yen etie yen soso no yene wo ene di dwuma no nti ebre so a ye ma kwan se brem na afei yen ni nkomo ema bibia enye kama afei se de no to nchen a enne yebehwe ensema hodo ho no enya asem ketwa Honorable Kojo Opon Krumami Ankasami MP ose Dr. Mahmudu Baumia abato ne ko na wiye no na wanya 47%. Enti Dr. Baumia enya 47% na enye ne ayekika se onya aye no nti yebehwe na afe yedi ho enkomo na yato aso akọ yenim afe bomodi na sasha ne nso se research ahodo ana no nso so abadwaman so na still yewura ken onyene Agyapong eguso a olidi empo se eniama enye kra na still ano yewura ken onyene Agyapong elidi na se eniama gina ne nan so se de etie ya na chese no nso so no oguso a odi animu ya wono ana oguso elidi New Patriotic Party primaries no oguso edi animu yebehwe na afa no nso yedi ho enkomo afei yebesan so akọ ensamfofro mu na yedi nkomo ama bibia ayekama ohwe yen etie yen okan yen ho ana yedi dwumadie no yedi ebrewo obetimi ajoin yen via YouTube and on Facebook Net2 TV GH utimi de will comment at the faho eba afei se oko WhatsApp nso so a WhatsApp number 0240 550899 0240550899 fa o messages ahodo no fa obra na afei yenjebre ebe kan ni nyina de ama sabato wi afi ewa ha eti yebehwe na afi yed ni nyina abrew ama bibia nso aye kama na ma menkanfo tabia takum ema eno ye dura ye bema na nsaka bia nokra ne se ebeboa opa ama niema etimi akoyie ede ama bema bebia ye to aduro bia duru aso petabia takum nsaka bi na otafretafra eno anu no ebedu anwumre no mese na ugina yie ya bibia ebeye kama ye frame Anthony Kofi Nkum Dazi Mr. Nkum ene medin na medican aka kire se okan ho bomodin se oni embedin sawoso messages ni ade nde eba ye be kan ni nyina ewa ha afei ene nso ye be bie phone lines ntem na onso afra ba be sinu pen na ya to aso ewa ha na onim se enkomo ahodo ya ewo fie ha nyina nso no ye bedi na afei onso adibi okan ho eman 107.1 FM so enkran afi siedu asante mantemu a eye ash 101.1 afi nap radio enso ye 90.1 aha ena Ghana nyina etie sabre ya yede ebrojumedie no ede sinupen ye kan senia etie ma yem pick bibi out of the lions mentality na yento aso enko yenim.
Competence. Lions are done. They earned their rest. They earned their competence. And you will be rewarded well, workers. It doesn't matter how many hours you finish. Work on what matters in your life for the best of your ability. Competence. Lions are said to sleep around 20 hours.
All right, abusuya onim se yewura ken ohene Agyapong eda so ewo etifido mantem ya wone en ato delegate anim aka kire se hwe se me ka kire se sei na me ba me ya amamu a monyimi ndi efi se me ken ohene Agyapong fiti se me hyase se me ye amanyo semui ensi da se makogina baabi aka asem bi amendi so enti se mutie mi a me ne mo nka kasa baako nanso so ye nyina ye Ghana fo ma na me wo Ghana damakoma so afei me san so wo man no damakoma so nti me sre mo se monto aba emfama me na moto aba ma me a enema me ba beye ewo atifido mantemu ha no oguso ya woni wo mu edi enkomo. Now, talking about unity, Ken Agyapong is #1 unity preacher. Ogusua o preachy say as a party no ekan hubum, as a party no ekan hubum, as a party no ekan hubum. Yes, party no bekan huabum, but se party no bekan huabumwa. As a party no so making sure say or totoniama ne kwan so. Ya party no entieti ankofo nan so but ade ba ko a eya ewo wiase ene se ubetietia wo yonko nan so na watietia ne nan so awie no osu a wo se emani nsu ana se wadi kan betietia ne nan so eti ekina se wo ben ni biemu a oyo obi a oye nyansani na nani da ho a esese o sha ase kasa se minua ba bia wo keka ba no eda no ubetia me nan so utenipa no anti no okotia so na nipa dede eba opese na amanfo eka nsem ewo no yanka ye ho ambom badade ba kwa menim ene se MPP ena sese no oyo obofo ane nam ho apaso nti MPP obetu franka ama party ni sese NDC de enso so beba webe ayere so a by the ending of 2026 na omonsusu dede ashase na NDC dede beba ne papemu ne nchichemu beba no obi eni honmo a wada adwene ho fi se this is the first time NPP ebekọ contest ankasa akwa select obi obedi omanim because I was from Jerry John Rawlings time at the bar omo contest no anye dede because that time no na Jerry John Rawlings na the kind appointed yera atamos so medium anim eti dede ye ambem eti ekoboko because unim se wo ye den a wontimi enya ho hwe ma ne nye yi nti sa na koye enen ye no free ho a yera atamos ne second contest eno so so no ho ye bia mba because omomo no nko akoye dede bia nshada mba so no and then John Dramani Mahama so by ya obe represente atamos no atamos free mu ene ye ma John Dramani Mahama ebaye on a silver platter. You see, and then John Mahama the second coming so no kwabna dufo eye na adwen so obe contest no ye yini din kra se sene omo ye no kra na papa na no ne wra ho nti ono akra jae eti wantoa so anko nanim so and John Dramani Mahama the time atwem oko and so this is the first time NDC ebe kwakosia kan yankase mu odin a select nipo betu frank adiama wo mo eti so bi ti baabi na adwe ye ne se NDC die mu adwo a ente sa NDC no mu ndwoe and this is the time amanfo na ye di we yatem obi endi obi atem because okwa elections na elections na okwa percentage a wunya ye no ye begina o ka kire o percentage a wunya ye ni eti wanya de nti ye yin mfiri mu a we ye didi atem e wom ne ne we eti obi endi obi atem se de tie bia moma ne nyina saa ne emfa nko na menim se ebre ne beso no ya ye betimi ayi nipa a obedi party na nimu awie no afebo se party ni mu be yedi obi abeba back na ye nyina ya to aso akọ because contest akoso MPP mu sa from day one and then enipa bi kura no because of omo selfish interest nti omutimi ka party na bakwasem na ye adubu ahen afrim ye professor adubu ahen ye na afrim ye na afrim MPP abakwasem mu pani bi anka ho hwe ye adubu ahen ye no every party na bakwasem mu Dr. Baumia the last flag bearer ejina baby no oka party no electoral history a oyi Dr. Dubois himfrim and obiantimi nkantra nsa Dr. Baumia ne awoye enye because echina bi won so omre betwem na obi nso begyina beka party na bakwasem na eduru sabre na so oyi wo firi mu a wabusuafo ebete ase ahunu se ne a ete enne oye party pani bia nkan hwenkyere no a whole party chairman etimi gyina baabi no aka party na bakwasem na ye dubu ahen asi nkyɛn ye shasia from former president John Agyapong na omo aka nyina ye omo nyina gu nkyɛn obi anka hwe and nobody sees nothing wrong with that. Dr. Mamudu Baomi ankasa eko gyina ayi ni nuanom Muslim fo anim eka tro mo se MPP fo yi me ede me aba because I am one of you. I am one of you no means what? It means say me ye mu nua me nso so me ye nodna etina MPP fo ayi me aba. Me ye mu nua me ye Muslimi ni etina MPP fo ayi me aba. One Dr. Mamudu Baomia person wo monto abamfama no okogina baby kan sansem no. Nobody saw anything wrong with it. Na enne se ensentro ni gina ho kasa. Ana se exposed person for Yeruaken Agyapong gina ho kasa no kase. Dr. Baomia ko gina ho kan se or the same vote nyina beba or the way nyina beba na wantimi amfa mma wo manto ama no ntie ntru ni free so a obi si wadi natem. I mean, what kind of logic is this one? Eti sania ye niama no. It is not fair. It is not fair. And then today you win your party penia. What me freka say Ken Nkum for na hunu bibi kra wo album validation ni mo. They shouldn't say it. They shouldn't say it. They should keep quiet. Wobra 2023 yen nyina yete Ghana hanim nia esiye. Eti suswan pa say 2023 nia ekọ so yi. Second Agyapong and yes ade no di favor na kapati ni bi behu mfumso bi wo ho ana because ekoti aken no obi ahu mfumso bi a basenne Ghana ni eka data asem enro mi begina ha ena me ka kire se Dr. Baomia ena ka ye se wo mu e free Wi-Fi because o ma hu se ECG ewo bebia ni mita wo bia no or fiber ewo ho it is a sa net here there because of anunti no omo be provide free Wi-Fi e dia ma all secondary schools ewo Ghana ha. Dr. Baomia ne kan 5 years ago ade na nya ambaso obi kan 5 years ago ambaso Dr. Baomia na ne kan eti ehun hia si ye betimi abosa ne tape na ono ankasa kan ne be bo akire na na ubo kire na wosi yedi natem okwan be so atemdie no eno ne ya wahe eye wo na wakasa meye sei wantimi anye Dr. Baomia na ne kan say me nuanum siremufo I am going to make sure na omampani oti akonwa so eye ho adwuma nti ansa na beto 2024 aba no na poalugu dam ya wie enye Dr. Baomia ne kan eti so no ana kan ye na se na poalugu dam no anwen ne se ewo ho a ehun hia se bebo ni tape e de akire no ama da chenchiri ma e ba wo nsoso ya amanyosem no o ma hyase asua bibia frim se da bi babia wi ase ka kɔ no nea wo bɛka ne nde no ɛkyena ɛno ana ye de be ebebua wo ɛno no wo ka atemdidie na wo mu no ɛwɔ hemfa atemdidie no ɛwɔ hemfa sɛ wo ka no kura kyerɛ wo nua ɔse wani nso ade Ghana ha na ye fe dada ye te nyina saa sɛ pani aye ade na ankoye na wo ka kyerɛ nse yes wo ye pani migitum na momade a wo ye de ankoye entwa ye no sɛ pani no gitum no nde ogitum a enye ye nti e ka sa akwala we de omu ade o akwala we de na so ode nkyɛ sɛ omu hwe ene ye de nam na ye de saa ehye ye ho a emmoa yen ɛno na ama yɛ man no ayɛ sei ɛno na ama yɛ man no ayɛ sei because ɔman a yɛtimi obi betimi akɔ akɔgye contract no akɔgye aban sika no wadi odi wi a yɛso ɔnkɔyɛ kwan no ɔnyɛ ne ayɛ din ne yɛhwɛ no obi anka ne hwee eti yɛde saa na yɛn ayɛ sɛ yɛ man ɛyɛ ɔman ne tantantan ama Ghana ayɛ sei eti emra so sɛ entesuo a wotutu hɔ no entesuo ne kɛseɛ ne baabi atrɛtrɛ kodu ɛsɛ sɛ yɛ bɔde kyerɛw na ɛkyerɛ bi wonya akwanya wansa anyɛ saa ɛkyerɛ bi ɛbɛma daa kyenkyima no ɛbɛ sit upright ɛno na ɛsɛ sɛ yɛyɛ eti moma yɛnka nokorɛ ɛfa nkyerɛ yɛ ho moma yɛnka nokorɛ ɛfa nkyerɛ yɛ ho ɛno na ɛbɛboa yɛ ma wobɛyɛ ne pɛpɛɛpɛ Ghana politician ebe gyina wa kasa bebre anano nom sɛ Kwame plus obekasa bebre so obeye sɛ Kwame plus nyahwe yeto abama no kra onyahwe but if you are privy to niama Kwame A plus ɛyɛ ɛwɔ ne constituency it will shock you the kind of niama ɔyɛ no sɛ ɔmo aba bedi MPs a ebi mu edi 3 years ebi mu edi 6 years ɛne ade yi sɛ yenyo ɔmo saso Kwame A plus 86 years ɛwɔ ne constituency ɔwɔ sesi a wobɛhu the kind of improvement a ɔde bɛkɔ hɔ ɛde bia wɔtena hɔ ka sɛ honorable Kennedy Agyapong ɛka kyerɛ me sɛ when you are dealing with people be straight na woyɛ straight a ɛkyena bi obia ni hɔ a wohia bibia ɔmmoa wo ɔbɛboa wo yɛnka nokorɛ ɛmfa nkyerɛ yɛ ho na ma yɛ man na kɔ nanim yanka nokorɛ nkyerɛ yɛ ho ne yɛbɛkɔ so ayɛ sɛ ya ɛno a ne yɛte ho no sɛ ya no man ne bɛyɛ sɛ ya no man ne bɛyɛ ɔman ne sika ɛsɛ sɛ yɛde kyekyerɛ ɔman no mu ɔman ne gyina yie ɛma Ghanafoɔ yɛ nyinaa yɛ ho tɔ yɛn no na baakofoɔ nko afa no odi no adi ɔman ne sika obi anka hwe nkyerɛ no okɔka na asɛm sesi a na akɔ deɛ na yɛ nipa bɔnefoɔ ɛna deɛn sɛ ya ne yɛte ho ani sɛ ya ane yɛte ho yɛfrɛ me Mr. Nkum ma me na me ho mmra me ne Albert Asomani tena ase na yɛde Ghana nkɔmɔ abrɛw sinopɛn yɛka no sɛ ne a ɛteɛ
constituency, say language say Wednesday, I forgot. And then I kasa. And he say Obi Boao. Now to me be winning seat. Now me Mumianu Nina Waha. Oma room out. Say Lambu said never win. Sir, no more you have your brothers here. They will come to you and tell you, yeah, more brothers, Montuma. Into who can hear why? More brother, more coin we are Monams. Do you have brothers? A coin we are Monams. Into more brothers, waha. Ombasa Bebium, Ebekachira will say, Montua Bamau, because we are from the north. We are your brothers. When it comes to development, Lambuse is not part of the north. Monya part of the north. Argentina, a crime way. And the last time I came, it was the same thing. Nothing has changed. And they are still coming back to you. This time, I'm also watching.
God, favorable me to instill any hope now. And that is why those of you following Baumia, you must know that Baumia will not be a good candidate for us this time. Only a dear promising kind of former kind of fragility. MPP for a power BR, yet the promise be the power. But we only promise BR or the Baba can afford Genedi. In fact, Baumia or promising milk, crowd to school for can afford me. And this is for catch can afford so bois. Can afford a this is ready. But I can assure you, the Era Kennedy, Casse, a brandy beer do 18, a better car, man, and I said, Obenya car, can afford a Kennedy. Why am I saying this? Because Baumia did not deliver on most of his promises. One village, one dam, anya you. Or no one they could judge now. One village, one dam, anya ye. One constituency, 1 million, anya ye. Palugu Dam or what studio we can say it is NPP's flagship program and not Palugu Dam really. It was problematic. Okojina Cape Coast Corp promised a new harbour to be built. No promising airport to a Cape Coast. Yeah, the now Okojina or can say Yano Kure, it be any home. It didn't happen. Okojina Yura, Numu Sarabutu, a year in Kramopenny, and promising say.
How many times do you go to the gym?
Arabia, and say, Obabi see a medical university. We are 42 senior high schools. Amagana. It never happened. How many times did the Baumia promise people? He promised Ghana heaven. He promised a good economy. As we speak now, Baumia economy wasn't beyond Ghana for. In today, Ghana for you. That's why I'm saying MPP, acquire a fast papa one. You're promising Ghana for BB. Some promise no you're about me to me yet. He can't. Because even if he makes it, nobody will believe him. But you Kennedy, from the time of your politics, everything he has promised, he has delivered. I did you about promising the Pia would deliver. And now we are not primacy or promises say, and best you are. One of the trouble Cassia Diamano or by your factory Diamon. Many workers say, what cut a short a quarter top and Sassy the Blay of $1 million ethanol factory of water region. After his promise, just after the campaign, Lucy and one of all, no start here, no young for near dear, and no dear are sent a factory, he has cut the short and the $36 million. Ethanol factory is being started. Many can say, and was I cut the short our central region. Yeah, obviously the largest pharmaceutical company in Africa. It's happening right now. He's cut the short today because central region was also a base that supported him. On his promises, you lose you mama bayi. If I'm told. Martin Clemufo in Phobia Babontia Becase, yet we are also young to Aba Ama Baunia. In fact, some of the clerics are even openly campaigning for Ken and openly saying they don't like Baunia. Not because he's a Muslim or not because he's not a Muslim, but because one should say, why Yemia, one more crowd they cannot identify with him. The Bamucho, Martin said, Kusasi, Phobia Pia Bonjaka said, only a mistake in Jaffe, ever told about Miana. One more, a quarter, Abba, 555. Yeah, Kennedy Numia 0, and was slim home. Yeah, yeah, but 2 men, 1, 2, 0 by Eno. If I'm a child, what is all about a Picasso no? And you be a Santa region for all about a Picasso, you know, you see on Trabama, you rebel Miana. If I'm a child, I wish I form a sermon to me here. Nasabi say, quiet da. Eta ne kwansani ade nyina no omo se binom se yefa so ne ka no so dia mo fa nchebe mo fa
ma yamo akwaba enfamres ni page medie so Albert asomani politicals atena se ya yede enkoma hodo yede ebrewo medical ka kire se enne enkomo egu apono so ya ye ba behwe de kan eye Yura Ken ohene Agyapong service ahodo a aba ya still no e kire se all the 16 regions ni nyina no 10 out of the 16 regions no Yura Ken ohene Agyapong eguso a olidi se kwambia so he is going to be the next flag bearer for the new patriotic party etieno ye nkomo a yebehwe na afi yedi afi de tosumienu enso honorable Kojo Oponkroma enso eye ofuase irebi abato mpeso aso emra shebedwani na ose Dr. Mahmudu Bawumia enya 47% abana yeto ye no unya 47% na enya ne Ghana for ekeka no enya no munyae na abato no enya me na mehwe so ana anye Albert Asomani na hwe so electoral commissioner Mame Jane na ehwe so enti yehwe se ni awono ka kire Ghana for no yebetie eno na fe yetie Kojo Oponkroma nso de na omumienu no yahwe ni awoka no kre afi de beka ebepie ma babia no ejai e de matifo ene ahefo a wo mu ehwe na ebrepem ye bebie phone lines no na mo amohwe tie enso so no aba na ye de nkomo menim se okan ho ewo Oman FM ewo Nkrampopuni Mantemu Ash FM ewo Kumase and then Nap Radio enso asin for some 15 Mantemu eho ana ohwe edi free and then of course Net2 television and afi Net2 TV GH on Facebook Net2 TV GH ewo YouTube ana ye de dwumade ye de ebrewo obani bibia boko de
Nkum boko na so e
oh nyame adom
nyame ase
nyame adom se wapomu ye de
oh bibia boko ahoden wo ho ba na awia na nka me ya di ohun ya o
ade ndie na
me no nenam bibia e so ka kire me ada focus mo bo mama na bi wo kitchen oni kwasi mu so ma ye worry nam se Mr. Nkum esa otimi bo me asem bia ma ne BBNC oh
bibia grant me see oh David
now because at the other focus the can sem no na say serious
BBNC
esa wo de uchi na ona so
oh na you see
BBNC
because we don't chicken out we don't chicken out
David yeah you know you see so as I have
now they
why this no be see so there and it's all hammer
sa
me for be no can say betimi asunti na me di fun anim
sanity you so you twa be die eniema ibehu na doso ba ni nyina mu no I mean ya pim ko ye ni
sample ni boss ye tempo ano so de
ye ti ahwe
na anwe mu ana ye ti we nyina aka ho
bibia be ka eti ma ye hwe na fe ye ni nkomo service na ba no se we are privy to information sa ewo mu
oh ma hwehwe bia
amanfo nkomo a ekọ ne ade nyina no bonobo amamye
Mr. Nkum ma hwe sabi no ma hwe Sanity Africa ana or the saying the recent academic way no so ma hwe ma hu say enioma omo results ni the issue nyina pointed to say Honorable Agyapong is in the lead. Na I think say for now no sorry he's a favorite delegate no ayo madwen so mbeto abama no enti eye we batrese ensema da bia ye ka ene niema ye ne nkomo enkofo nso di nkomo a omo ka kire no enti no one thing about this thing is that honorable Agyapong ene ni team no we no enya de a emma omo ye complacent but emma omo ye confident say adwuma omo ye no so aba but no complacency at all until the last stone is unturned no enya de a omo eje o mahome isa say the otawo no mre ya anya de a wotimi gina ba bi so woje wa home
exactly
enti from net to 31st January no say any results be able show and say be able pie no be an improvement of what you are seeing today because ade achi ade sen bia no honorable Agyapong numbers ni appreciate enti no enya me nwanwa say Sanity Africa you know consistently I think this is the second one on the aba it shows honorable Ken lead in about 10 regions honorable Ken wafano fala and by the time beto aba no kra no figures no be koso wo say o sample no mo fire no any percentage no by the time be wie no wo say percentage no be san koso and academic way no the national figure no looks so good for honorable Ken he's over 50 something percent that means say to aba na going by omo research o my no ebe ya de abekọ ye am honorable Ken but as I said no ye no sa survey no ye hu a ema wo eye say jiro hu na ye adwuma na mom ema wo nye say kotida na bibia awie because me say nkum ye tikrom ha ana 2024 nkofo bebre kwaye survey a na point to say MPP awi ni be 56% 57% from professors from University of Ghana ne nkofo bebre ye but ekoto aba no wie no amfa so survey ni de e wo ho e scientific research no maye but honorable de no I work form na nkofo ka ho asem no aside the scientific no you are seeing say nkofo ankasa so hia wa asem o mo ka no I was shocked when I saw Bolly Bamboy the way a MPP chairman original J microphone e kasa e honorable Ken abaso na obia original with a standing ovation na timi say e yade a esen crime na honorable Ken nyankopon kosoma no ahoden no mfa ne nkomfa ne mra de bia na 31st January ni so a survey we nyina no 31st January survey bia ne ho e 31st January e duru ho a na e be hu ba bia susan de bo de ho befa but say me kan no sa survey we no ma ye confident but not complacent so that all the time no ye tumi aye adwuma den because oh ye adwuma na say hu say obi ye research na say a pointed to say adwuma na wo ye no e positive e show nkran
exactly
so ba ye na nka wa ye adwuma na nka otiba from a na nka abambuo ye den e ya ba but this time around survey ni momu show nkran say koso na ye adwuma no ba mente na uti da de a woni be ba ho so no obi de 6 abeda no 9 but this time around honorable Ken ne need da hot sabo wo nti okonanim up and down de bia improvement eba ni way mo it is a good thing say Sanity Africa na academic we no omo de omo research na ba ekoyesa me share team ni nkran say ma obi ant na ba bi nka say so honorable Ken ewi ni ntini ye kotiada ma tirimu danso mba obi atirimu ma obia nso lucy focus ma obia adwen enko campaign so say ohumie beba but ohumie ne beba 1st February ya ye adwuma ni nyina wi akoto aba na wie no from 1st February de na chese ohumie na ba ye didimu akosi Valentine's Day no de ye jubilation kwa ba ye feel na akosi 31st January ni de Mr. Nkum me she honorable Ken campaign team ni nyina nkran say ma obia antina ya sorry dem na benye opportunity na share delegate bi aye campaign no trotro ma ye ushia no station ye ukodidi na utwe bi nche MPP ade yi funu sen so me kra me police station chairman ha na de ayere no what you say munye ade ne sa ko si say honorable Ken ebe win because yen ye wo ade ma ko pe ni enim is either we win or we win. It's a no na target and you be bomb paya stress and yakopon so ebe to nsu agu saa ade no so na yatimi akoakoye nim na ede nkonimdi aba. Nkum sabe ne de
krata bia be kamensa e wa ha na producers no ebe boaye na fe ye de atoso.
Okay.
Na yakan I say krata no efri Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo asoye. Office of the former president. Na ose for President Akufo-Addo host NPP presidential aspirant for breakfast meetings. And former President Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo on Tuesday, 21st October 2025, hosted a breakfast meeting with the 5 presidential aspirants of the New Patriotic Party (NPP) at his private residence in Nima, Accra. The meeting was convened by the former president to foster a spirit of camaraderie and then unity ahead of the party's presidential primaries scheduled for 31st January 2026, and to underscore the critical importance of cohesive party for the 2028 general elections. Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo ato nsafre all the 5 aspirants within the New Patriotic Party. That is Ira Honorable Ken Agyapong eka ho because ono ye number 1. Dr. Brana Champo number 2 eka ho. Dr. Mamudu Baumia number 3 eka ho. And then Ira Engineer Kobina J Agyapong number 4 ono so ka ho. And number 5 Honorable Edutumi number 4.
Number 4.
Okay. Yeah. And number 5 Engineer Kobina J Agyapong omo nyina ka ho. And na wakohia wo mo. Na ne tofa bo nyina ne se meeting no say opese enkabom eba no in football terms no you can cohesion eti no na Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo His Excellency efre wo mu nyina eka wo mu bo mu se enkabom ebeba na meme de ya na mwa kakra because 2023 ya hu sa because atam ni krankofo minim ye bom minim eno no ye hia nkabom bia emo wiase mo mpa edru ba bia din o eti wa share wo mu nyina ewo Nima ene wo mo adi nkomo obani asema da ho no we am say we asem we ka ho ahwe a enye
Mr. Nkum am say said we ready we know release no am say no pa no nya na ntie say Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo ato nsa de afre ewura num ya ogbo mu nyina din enti ma Honorable Ken kra no put the campaign on hold and to attend to such an important meeting former President Akufo-Addo eto nsa from nti no oja team no ho ewo atifi mantem mu edene ne kire anafo ha se oba be hia mpanimfo a ono me yemi se dem se yewura hakma no usu agema enso ewo meeting no mu ana ye maame primo parent so a call meeting ni bi ana mushia sampanifo na Akufo-Addo said de be ya eniyoma mo kan wa semina beba chema bute kobi ana Justin Kodua Frimpong General Secretary so e kobi ni nyina na ye den eyefia asem na aba campaign ya ye we semeye say nyina Nkum unya wini wi a you are running on the ticket of the elephant ana sebi elephant no so no mpanimfo ene kofa ne de ba fie enti Nana Akufo-Addo as a beneficiary of anema MPP atimi aye nyina no so be deep party nanim na mpanimfo ka se opani ni hwe kra no wo abache isan say ye ka politics wo Ghana ha de a Nana Akufo-Addo mo etisi mu no enye na asem me kai say me one day bi na me hwe kumpre documentary na me hwe Nana Akufo-Addo ne trinwa fu para me say hey santom agonso uhuna abeka so na adaka mu da uhuna na Akufo-Addo trinwa abeka say nwinfu hu da Kumiprekota now ya branch that time or national organizer Emma MPP no. There's a party adwuma no wa ya ache. In the politics ne dru baby a the opportunity kwa obehu no abofra okogina Burj Khalifa so kra na unhu.
Yeah.
Eno no kire se bibi koso na se mpanimfo wo fie a ese so mutimi tena se na omo eka ho ase wo hwe a nice picture a ewo TV so a mpanimfo no mi nyina ehia
so omo hye no according to
yes
there various numbers
sa pepe
anti ebe to awie nso na say ya
sa pepe
say number 1 number 2 ni number 3
say the ya shase no yemfa yensesa no
okay
anti unse the incoming president Netiben the outgoing president
yes
in the hand honorable Agyapong onu no di animu no bekoso di animu akozi say obedi Ghana so animu and I think say it was a good feeling to see say somebody for nyina akoshia omedi omhu nkomo na the key way ne say the okan ne say unity yede enkabom ebeba na mpanifo enum ya omayi omuti so beso omudi MPP animu yi ye beto awie no na nka ye kɔ campaign na hu se nipa Dr. Brian Champon Dr. Baumia Dr. Aduchum ana yewra engineer Kwabena Agyapong na omunyina di honorable Agyapong achi na omu ne kɔ campaign 2028 sa na pese ye hu no yempese yebekwa awie no na afi ekofa divisions diaba na emom de mesre ne se enkonko si ni makeke so mu free ho na afi mrantie sai eti Radio Rwanda ho san twempanifo aboso because omoti ho no empanifo nan ni nyina wachitafo
enum
okay uyi incoming president honorable Agyapong fimu a and na akari nyina wachitafo what you say said the honorable Ken manage ne nkrofo no omo nso manage omo nkrofo ne sa na kasa na omo kana ehumrenyam na yebeto aba na wie no yemfa nkambom enko enti mebo na akufo-addo abaso this time around you say it's better late than never exactly said okay 2023 ya hu sa show of statesmanship ya o show ebia fi wa former president nti anu hu say say oye it is better late than never say bia o sa
satan mo na nanka tumi ni kutawa wo ye bi me
say satan no eja ofie onu say tata no ohia obia na akufo-addo o tumi a ne kasa nko
ntina ne awaye se obeya na
say ore fi say time a ye 2020 election okogina for me na ka say me here independent candidate bia
all right ma menya djuma bi mra sisi a na ye kwa homa so na fe ye ne director of communications for Ken on Japan campaign team no that is lawyer Kwaku Amo Date as we speak our Bolgatanga ewo Tifido Mantemo ya washe live ewo ni TV so ewo openi what men kama memo aha mo akwa aba boko de
nyame adom boko na mo so what say
nyankopon adom yenso ye ho ye papa una wo Tifido Mantemo se modi mo ani kire hoi makodi nda kakra fine mone walwalefo ne wo mo aka nyina fumbusi mambusi won sisi fo nyina ne enu mo de ahia enkomo ahodo amadie wohwe wura ne vision a o preaching the messages a o preaching ene ade e kire delegate no boni kan nyina bom na afi bono tofa mayen na mayen update hot say ankasa
yo minia edika enu no me fasa akonyo so na menchia yetiefo na me ahwefo nyina ba na fe so minda mo ase na wadwa pa mo ye ede eboa honorable campaign team any honorable Ken as a person na nyamishan na make us say so mafata kuta because we be connect with the idea here nyamiadom ya basrim yes ati was Savannah you free Savannah no and they call Upper West Sabria ka say ya ba Upper East Yeah, I got about me. Negating. I mean, we are so far, so good. Now, Oshe, I hope it can. Any energy about not missing more. I know put into me. If he said, someone or not can on here Agyapong all coming. Someone, practical. Yeah, and yes, sabi and portrait. Name or white equal name. So when you drive through Northern region, now share as young town, a daho, lands, I get so flat. The honorable can say, given this lands, it will make Northern region the hub of agricultural production. The next year, I say planting for food and job. Name you will be near much sorghum. They say yams, they say millet, they say maize, and then put cotton. That was the two muga. The years I know more in the area. Now some do the factories. A bit processing this agricultural produce. Now you did be a DB will Ghana have. Therefore, you enter into West African market, and the European markets. Now, time you drew one, you faho abesna call the Speaker of Parliament Nkum. Yeah, you do home soon, you the real warrior. You hear a sea, who a war airstrip beer and war. Yeah, plane, ABC on to neck, maybe twice a week. Onobu can do home in my engineer. The general friend this action because so we share watermelon and you do have. We share vegetables and you do have because of the land now. And the debate me and say you better upgrade this airstrip never have into an airport, cargo planes, a bit baha. Based on standard agro economic practices and before airship near Duanoma ha. Now fan near man from the airstrip on the Mayan from Manka, Yan from Ratema, near 2 street to about European markets. The next day, 5 hours. Now you were on. And you all come here and say, yes, you're in 3 hours. But only a little. Sepi. Asem toa bibi hawa owa hi ahihie mu a o watin kama wo honorable went because of all this now that ho na ye hwe kwan ya nam so na be the people way e kwan efutu kwan ateche mochibonka na wo hwe enipa setie mu wo kwa then you ask yourself say into all these politicians who feed off, from MP to Speaker to John Dramani Bahama to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and to all who say Omuniano here development and now. And I put all Abu Kenya. Who is your neighbor? Who is your brother? Your brother, Enye Ubia said, only free by me, Yembako, Nekaya, now only free one. But your brother, me Ubia. Drew wale no who say we can get factories for a bit process sweet potatoes, process watermelon. Maybe before fast flex the ammonia in the juice near for town. Amma wale for north east for Amma upper east, upper west, northern region. Savannah for Emma Buna. Sabi almost future I am so bleak. Omanye tumaye na dia ye du wale okran ya ma wale for ball mu say yes and you do it and you say if actually almost a look can offer it to you it be there to chill between the age of 7 to 15 do they have a future so show them do they have a future. It's the other honorable question. Sempanyinfoɔ yi a ɔmo fi dɔɔso region a ɔmo neglected the whole of north ya mekwari mi busa mo sɛ enti north kran ɛka Ghana ho ana ɛkwan a ɔmo now so enti since independence ɛka Ghana ho ana ya honorable Ken ade no ahye so much so that say ɔsi dɛ deɛ ne ɛho nhia me nua Nkum ɛne Albert the political czar Nkum the ETA holder na ɛno ɛnkyerɛ sɛ yɛbɛsi chalets yɛbɛsi shelters ɛwɔ Madina na yɛakɛtɛ sɛ mmaa no mmra mɛtena mu kaayefoɔ mawie JSS ne SS mɛtena mu no ɔmu nware adeɛ kyea na ɔmafa pampan si ɔmu tiri so na ɔmo kɔ mmakɔla ɔmo nam Madina ɔmo nam apostol kan ɛsoa nneɛma where is their dignity ɛno nti instead no honorable say ɔbɛn reverse immigration na wa stop kaya yie because these are royals and noble people citizens of this country ne mmom yɛ pipi gua na ɔka kyerɛ obi call mamburusi laburusi or baby na ɛdi ni yara illegal complex ɔka kyerɛ ɔmo sɛ Tumuga already only Indians are doing more. Only investors are doing more. Said that Tumuga if Benin, put only in Benin, or president depending on cotton, develop Benin. And the only the investors scrap plan said, will be a cotton in the no more processing cotton in the near turning cotton into materials. They will pimp chefs and then near they are called Turkey, they are called other parts of the world. They are told a mind. This is the vision of a leader. Yeah, on Kencity Media before sent up him. And I don't care about me. I don't care about one. I don't care about Polyban boy. Yeah, one more Koko chaka, I'm running bonka. Again, that's a word like I said. This is the hometown of a president of the Republic of Ghana. Meaning it raises an eyebrow. And that cotton may be quite honorable air can the man one for any young people for any other parts of the money and they say, Sa factory no crowd from production to processing to export and trade. And that's why you need over 45 people that that vision. And you see, as some honorable can a leadership and some Nebiru there, the Maya no crowd, and my idea no, and my lots of people no see almost lighter, and my idea no, when you are say, in at the hotels, and they are fresh about Mumra, to move about that air conditioning, who find near physical and and see one more brassy, one more house, one more far, one more who can hear, one more demi down, and the woman who and more frantic to grab up great, any desperate, one year, woman who did that. But honorable can you tell me? And now said Ghana, they are Thomas Routine. There is something known as emotional intelligence, and until you put yourself in their shoes. The two quiet cop, baby, a woman here. The foul more quiet. The who already deems the city. The tree almost city more same. It is an honorable Eddie Horace will share the environment, not all Kassan will give answers now cast or your result oriented, not all promotion almost. What you move on the one can. There's a more will a change in your life. Mama talk about problem with you. Yeah, and you promise me. Now, before I get from Albert and Mr. Nkum, the greatest host, you're quite near no more kasa, and you're so practical. So, that's a mesa. No, a fat oiler, yes, a broom, not on the extreme, not on the place, not on the extreme. Okay, that's a good one. So, coconut juice. Then of what I talk were brutally at the upper, not with the extreme. Okase tomatoes, baby, who get tomato kwa. Oh, condom areas in Laura, Eba, Cabo, Okumu. You do almost say this is where Cabo comes from. Almost say yes, and I'm saying this is a big disgrace. That's how we should to make it equal before I so desperate. Honorable say, let's turn this tomato into tomato juice. Not the tomato juice, no action. Say this is a case study. This is an example. This is what I will do. What's a tomato puree? No, for tomato puree. Near tissue, near the actual. What's a tomato paste? No tissue, no other actual. What's a yam chips? No tissue, no other actual. Because the yam, no, you took a few someone and check. Now I say with post-harvest losses. Honorable many investors. Only scientists are cast way in advance. The man, I was saying, honorable, only different from Nipa 9 years and show more or more Texas here. It didn't so cool to your Tiwa, Hoya, and no more theories, no more career, so practical. Honorable anticipating, even though now we're anticipating into the future, what Jenny Akon kind. The investors are doing come more. I would have said and put Diana crowd like sweet potato. Yeah, sweet potato, you have to see all one warrior and send. Say, we put in a warehouse. Now the brewers, not the lifespan and not the shelf life of the tomato of the sweet potato, any Diana. We're increasing by 8 months. With this outcome, we're line up investors or what the blueprint for the North. The team will pour a yamba one. It is not a region who say, you're penny for 419 a check. You're trouble more than a MP, some people see home near the my vice president for 8 years, my president for 8, but for about Basaya back. Now, Shep Panya Womunamsu, now Shen Nipana 6 years. Now Shem of Fra or my post who are Omunampa. Let's say there is no hope for them. Let's say our future is so bleaker. Somebody from Ascent Dumping in the central region. Ababe who said, no, you know, into what's a far or more environment in terms of agri, in terms of tourism, the Molly Park, Yendi National Crocodile Park, and the baby should do almost hippopotamus. Yeah, make them kind of hippopotamus. Hippopotamus, all hope it will be. I think in a young organization, I don't know where you are. Now I attracted tourists and mobile. The oldest mosque in the world is Sihaw. Nampanifuina and neglected. Now, what I want to talk about mobile, no mother can 7 moko. That the Chiari, Mother can 7 moko. That's the H. Honorable Ken Abdul and Sanctuary before. It is not so favorable now. If you catch over where I buy anything with Nkum and a podcast, idea about the unsolved mystery. Yeah, about the 7% at seafood in 8 years. Yeah, and then Omuya Kushia, former President Akufo-Addo, I hope, said Akufo-Addo, President. His Excellency, former President, former Commander-in-Chief, or why couldn't we catch them? When you say Wale, you're talking about Honorable Ken, 0 no. You're calling Honorable Ken and say Honorable Ken, when you're 0, name on your identity. The cook baby was a higher money 0 on your non need. But you really, you know, and I'm kind of in a boom, what sort of cry? And a Paumia, and a man Honorable Ken said. Say Honorable Ken, send your book. It's a connected like a new woman. Almost a banana. If you ever back it up, Honorable Ken, a day, my woman. I say the woman can't cry. And it's any president of former choir there. The president is start to talk about the bullying, the intimidation, and the plan to rid. And what can happen? The root will continue and you know how Honorable Ken enter and move confidently in his genes and simplicity. Not determination, everybody will not enough rich ideas, everybody will not bring. Now all you have for practical implementation and the dashboard to up and build up nothing written. Let's also tell you to Watson. Now one go to the, let me quote Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, one look at the fundamentals of unity, which is peace, which is no intimidation, which is a who be any ho, which is Munya Pleb Yasamoba Roya Kawafi, which is said, not reading for a care by the year, so honorable can be crowned one, near really good. I hope, sir, one more diagnostics, or some of the Bishiano, or no more trust. A Busa woman said, Tabule in was a mujai. Say, was a mujai. There's a one cancer sign among women now. Now my office look and say, oh, Melo more trust me, Mummy picture, Mummy Sresre, Mummy check, I said. Nasa can not a good tower woman. Na skeleton sister warm closet no. Na and near be air cost and no clue a bit more. Now look at one example. Recently, Dr. Bawumia Echo Bono, or call Bono. Here you know chief of insult. Chief of insult, what did in 24 term, including eminent pastors. Or call Bono. Dr. Bawumia was sitting down there. I'm just referring to this meeting that they had. And into Neko, I wasn't a call. Cheponia Yanqua, honorable can they respect Emma tradition, any empennier, in the idea, and none of our 2-3 Bolga Tanka about this meeting. And he said, and I'm not sure. Your call, now, chief of insult, yeah, your friend Abroni, or J. Mike, you know, not about Bomia to S. Wrestling, Monfacitiano. Now, Abroni starts saying, na old dim to say ye be to baby ano na honorable ken ato gas mu na okay na what me and crack asene Adam Smith ya only Adam to the classroom only demand and supply their interest is una mo aka na all di so say honorable ken and said the total price of gas am you lose want me anti na out na home to sell to 2 weeks I think of want me anka na yes for na ko uko badina ka no ye di expo nti ye no honorable ken crofo honorable ken near ye meetings over and over series and sequence aka chain say ye the end the atom. Okay. Then you focus is about the good message of honorable Ken. Employment generation through agro-processing, through mechanized farming, through tourism. Na yama Ghana mabuni emfa omotuma prefer. Eni na ye count. Nti afutuo bi wo kwa. Yemfa ma wo mo a omo fu say da obokoto oponkroma. Ya said the oye Minister of Information. Yeah, woman a form say data bank, the chief of data analysis. Yeah, data be about we are CBR analyze it, and then say this percent, or say this percent because data by we are say utilization by we are say no. How can you stand somewhere? And we are easy, any numbers are back. Yanka, you have to speak to the EC's number. Or the Abanama pet messenger, Mobeka Amakana for any agent. Now you massage the numbers. What party numbers? Now, also, two foot through a good Ghana for you. The question, therefore, is Efana. The question, therefore, is the movie, you know, a foot through bang, I had the mamma mobiti. If you say, or there will be a way honorable there. Never believing in data here. Na data bank I get through almost any amount of data we are feeding our model and speak to the data. Like what Kat said, the reasons behind the numbers, which is critical in statistics. Like what Kat said, the woman simply so into and foot through any and conform me. Okay. But then number assembly you say.
Bawasem na tofa in 1 minute na yemra back to studio na fe yebre nti wadaroma
Dominion okay ya ne say se umpeu abai sakao Ghana for na say yefa honorable Ken is a time MPP for parameter Ghana for from all walks of life, from the highest to the lowest rank. Obiase papa we na monfa running and trouble. The question therefore to all of our followers, any of the other five for now or my kind of MPP and I say a flag bearer. The answer is we are looking for power. The people remember your power. Normal Ghana find a kuma pursue. Normally they saw about a baby no Ghana. Number one. On the first time I go you number one. You can say you number one and Kusifi. Nentia Kusifi is a Mumusa. Number 3 not what 200%. A pass a man since is slim for ya. Every number so a man who runs so Uchaya. Who say Unyamia Casampri. We're number one earlier, we're number one this time, and you're a bon crassen. So the number one man will say Mutusin and more choosing, but something another being. It's a delegacy league now, Equa. Say Equa. Say Equa.
Lawyer Kwaku Amo Date. Ono Yura Ken on hine Agyapong ne campaign team no oye director of communications or no and on Edding Nkum. He also doubles as the general secretary of Kencity Media. And as general manager, hey, my man general secretary. Opening lawyer na akasa and common in an dahono.
Mr. Nkum, say lawyer there. When the book say Kakum, Yajini Kokuanum. I don't just say lawyer Kokuo. Yajini Kokuan answer. Omuna Omuwasroho. I know the near Kuhu said the engagement honorable Ken. And then delegates no and then the acceptance rate no ewo. We actually say this time around no. And near my Yehun 2023 in terms of results. If the 5 northern regions buy, this time around, we are expecting, say, honorable Ken be appreciating in the vote. Say the other regions and other survey na airban, say they are aircon. This is a good thing. Member lawyer ne team no holding na no so no. Member maha na mabo mabaso. Say omun koso no mun fasa ahoden no entire honorable Kenechi na obrechi no nkunimdie beba. Na nkumdidie ni ba one day me sure say baby omo we no omo bon compound show machi omo be kai say mmiri bi say mbae omo call nipa ne na so e did honorable Ken ani so ade hu koto wo manim na omo toye na say omo ton so na omo to aba ma honorable Ken so a honorable Ken so ma na remfi omo de biarada na the promise our promise say obe bie nyuma na wa process your own products produce Ghana ha na ya bie emu aye ne kese na ekuafo atimi aye omo ne yoma no so no em se atimi akoso nti be de ayiko nsem be ma team na wo soro ho no ne bia ka honorable Ken na ma show mu kran so omo nkoso nye na results papa beba.
All right, I know you Albert Asmani political za no tabia takum na mekanfo amount. I know you draw your bema na onsa kan bia no kra ne se ebebo apapapa tabia takum ye dro nwanwaso a be bia ye to adro bia no oduru ho a onsuso betimi anya bia to e wo such asimti onsa kan bia tafre eno ano no obedru enwumre no na wo ye bema mua eno ye dru a se opedodo nso atu na waton afre ne ni nkomo e wo 0243686861 0243686861 na fe one tabia ta company for endi enkomo ebraso se honorable kojo opon kroma kwatena baabi edi enkomo na nensem okaye no eno na edaso ma yehwe na yenti na asem okaye ya ba ye di hu nkomo
kwan abeji frank anefi ni 70 nipa 2008 odene kra nyina aba afore ma ye party okuma ye party ani nyina ye di na chi se yura ba omia no eno obi pe kwan age frank afi ni 70 no enka ho bi wakọchichira ba se ba omia ye pepeni ba omia ye kremoni ba omia ye mampusi ne nti nene we fidi so me chirim amobi bia otie ne se wo de se wo se my kokko report no kra na uhu bi And I will say Ashanti Union report no na won kan a Gimpa for ne kono that the now for higher research. Abeto abonte. Mr.
Dr. Damomo.
Yes.
Okay.
Febina kan. Now be who no crow say has nothing to do with Dr. Baumia. Dr. Baumia, in fact, me where many view.
Okay.
Say near Dr. Baumia near the core election titu youth ni bi ehwe ni name bi a waye e kan ho say no yen try MPP e bi anke benya less than the nyae no 47 ni nyae no e bi anka ye nya no.
There is that possibility.
Yes, but esai sebe ni sunu ne ban ni trimupo ni ne so ade hu ni ntino kofo bebre so hwe so e de e kai ho e ma yetumi benya 47 no say time you to aba no kofo pekwan di interest onya dem say 39 say 38.1 onya 47%. Fewura 44
ati we eye Agyapong Nkrumah nasemo a wode ebaye eno no se yewura Dr. Mahmudu Bawumia enye 41% no nyae wenya 38 na mom onya 47% na abato no nyame na mehwe so eti ma yenko abato komisa ho ne enti na asemo a okaye time a oye declaration no ma me na asemo a okaye
Mahmudu Bawumia of the NPP obtained 4,657,304, being 41.61%. Mahmudu Bawumia of the NPP obtained 4,657,304, being 41.61%.
Anti we electoral commissioner our share Ghana battle so Nkum enie openi
Mr. Nkum mama nka se Honorable Agyapong Nkrumah ma onye ne ho MPP nchen obia. He cannot be MPP more than anybody. No MPP 2008 no can no nimbi. Ye ka omo benya MPP fala sisa MPP Agyapong party na benya edia kenten ni pastor Agyapong Nkrumah is number 1. Oba party nim da ben. Agyapong Nkrumah tama kana Agyapong enam na oya party adwuma na obua party no what Joy FM kokomemli ha ena ono be kire pusamu akese ya be kire MPP mu kodo upo bi a kire MPP mu a kire obi modern ba obomu a ena kodo Nkrumah doesn't lie in his mouth Nkrumah na MPP no oba mu da ben ono no be kire obi a wadi party na ti di ne kraba for year from 2008 no Nkrumah na oye one of what they say moderators are omoye or the saying
enye onu mpo na na kasa o man na kana no
omoye presidential debate now the journalists what to Joy FM wo kokomere o akosi twum na etua oka and now we are MPP ase say the power then the crab back for it party no apra started
the party no shall say 2008
na 2008 mpo na Nkrumah no onye MPP ni
obi a o share party ase 91 awurewure mu aba bepem enne no efa ne kram wa
nkwan na adwona
98 nkwan na adwona oba no ne awanya wo ho de ontimi kanchiro bia no ono de ne krabo afore
nkwan na adwona anusin se binum a Agyapong Nkrumah kana Agyapong ka MPP asem na Nkrumah na ebe kira se se yeduan ne se na amen Agyapong Nkrumah because nanado amabra baye so easy amount ya chichi one constituency the amount se we campaign ti jekofie na ekoye adwuma ne beteka na fa etire ya o se wonnim MPP mu nsem chen obi a
eyamani wo pa se Agyapong Nkrumah eyame MP eyamani wo ankasa because sa niama we na ono me say baby a ono odi MP no kura no onim constituency na bakwasem yete constituency na moja hwegu ni ade no he wasn't there no onim ho abakwasem but enne ono no odi there ono na odi there ekura won firi mu onfiri ho wabenya MP adi odi
there woye nani sunya safo to
omo abre wo party
no kuma nani sunya safo afre na wo you cannot be wiser than everybody in the party. Nana Akufo no what teaching information ministry man or dey akaka ahoma.
Say no for ponkusi.
What you say?
No for ponkusi kodi edi 2 terms. Nti owie ya okono no kofa no.
Dr. Mahmoud Bamia obi anu so nya 41% in election ay ko yim. Ye won ka 38.
Am for ka 38 na ye pom ma.
Yes, say dey 41. Afre dey alpha 6% if you na dey be ka ho a. Ana say aka 9% na afre don be so mo ka say aka 3%. Na na 47 e dey no nam so mo ka say aka 9%.
Enso atade no wo hye bi.
Ana meken se na 47 a ene na aka 9 9 ne ye den. Musimu nya 41 enti mo gi 9 asoso am na 50. Enu nti na mo na mo aka 9 na na oti a wo ka 47 na is aka 3 afera ba ka kwa na go ba ka che se ade nko mu wini ye na ya si omu. What you say? Oh, we mu nyina ye nkofo a party Mr. Nkum. The issue is that oba hu se ba bi ade na duru no MPP for delegate no omunim de omo pe and omunim say no abo kan ebe bo omo because upon Nkrumah said delegate won Nkrumah of one say you be e hwe ne ho a anka party no ko magyae
o ko magyae dadaada na mpenifu akofa ne ba ye na upon Nkrumah ne nsa kona na kwa wo nsa wo de koma na na kwa isi ho okọ na na kwa e bo ho nkomo sesi no no be yi a kire wo enipa upon Nkrumah omo so ne nsem de ne ba ye nyina nda wa bom nyina to
omo turu akọhwe nkwa
that guy
what you say enti na wo na o company mfuosem 2008 na wo kan wasem no were you in the party wo ye super morning show wo Joy FM
Satan kwase na okra na udi student
I was an officer of the party. I was a TESCOM president and can ne ya nka me koto abayi what you say enti nyesa afira wo begina ho na wo na aba ba kire pusamu akese se yenyi akese enwu nchen fa nketo enwu nchen what you say na MPP no upon Nkrumah pa wo contribution is say wo bre power party no me say
aso ye adwuma Joy FM bo party
o ye adwuma Joy FM o man FM fo mpom kasa na Joy FM MPP ni bi oti ba bibia be ka say Joy FM your station awon fa nko what you say ofa kwabra kwa chi nyankopon fa ne kransie owu to ho ko MPP fo antimi a chok tribute
oh there be ade
tribute I kind of akwachi brochure mu it wasn't written by MPP yes MPP for by no mom tro I am telling you today
MPP ni ofa kwabra kwachi
me say they didn't even write a tribute for kwachi. This is the people that when you are dealing with you have to be careful. They couldn't even write a simple tribute for Kwabran Kwachi. Then they hail people like Upon Nkrumah and I want to some year Jumamo.
So up a minority leader di. Ope so to on abo afenyo market.
Oh, enti Mr. Nkum my enja na sempo na fe yem bra on abo ken no hene Agyapong. Na yemfa on abo. Na nisu ade hu o man party for. Utie lawyer amodata. E kofo be frele say party mpanifo ni bi enoma ndi ni ye ko wale Dr. Mahmoud Bamia kurom emu a ye dua no paddy rice no omu ni rice mailer eso emu no ho enti okuade ne kote ne mo ba paddy rice no waton ne saa oni machine po a eso mo no ho de ama ne say emu ni ya so ho ye package di akọ former vice president for 8 good years in Ghana. Bananka wale street cry the gold apprentice so anke chen Dr. Omuba.
Oni sa data no. Se ni kromo mu ni afidi.
Me say paddy rice na omo ton wale. Rice farmers so wale constituency. Omo ni rice mill. Oti ase. Na ko anya hwe ama wase so o ja aboro kro no. Wantimi anya hwe ama obi a wale kranto. Untimi nikanika ade efe nikanika. What you want nikanika kura so wale mama fa nso mo nikanika keke hwe emu egu for me wale constituency no
omo koton na hunu mu say
am ya hye gu kotoko mu koton no paddy rice what you say na emma be ya adwuma kwa ba mu ntumi so omo mo ho ne asesa ne say ya
data mine any data way.
What you say? Abra na mo kan ni ma gu from catch o mo say e mo ye betimi package no aye ne kama e bi kire o mo ha e be package yam chips ni ade no ana mo say na ye kura ade na nkofo adi abro sei. What you say? Former vice president Nkum nika ni hwa e de so mo ho nika enti okodua mo na ro abe hata fom se ya no asase kotokuom na obi akoto no fofofofo no no akwakoso ho ba bi apolish no akwakoton na the farmer in Walwali still remains poor. Now then sebi okwase anu di ago na nte na ni beti, and this time around I am telling you say Mr. Nkum enne obi a otie me enne omo record this ade we nto no mark e date say 31st January no monitor honorable Ken resource obenya dia fi Walwali. I'm interested in Walwali specifically. Neshe how am go for beto aba man. Because you see adaining nimdia Nyankopon dia dia honorable Ken mu no. Among for who say say man ko waste. We have to tap into it. Na on my gun and nya ho mfaso. And honorable Ken, one good thing about him is he doesn't care where you are coming from. Whether you are an Ewe, you are an Ashanti, you are Fanti, you are from Dagbe or wherever. The Openisa we are Ghana Nina Wudi. And that is what he is going to do across the country. Baby obedru biano. Asema de be canon Ubu Walwali who say Walwali for here rice mill. Because he ain't me mama from Mungu from say. And untina local rice in Mr. Nkum. And Kofu be amon pe local rice am kan ho asem ne say udi ana abo wo na ye piti mu say abo ni say
oh na we dey say we oh said the omo eye ni say
abo ni say
said the omo ye ni say no wo ko fo ase ayire bi Agyapong kroma di to all 12 years wo ho na say ya ye de go form say ya
how so mini ni kanika
ho de bi wo ho aye de so ho but ye de go form say ya na hata eyi ye friend say abekra oso obedua wantimi anua na obede antimi akope factory se ye ba be yes adwuma we na omo ebetimi aye no so ba so aye mo mo kwan
wantimi anua
omo na no mo twetwa
nkofo ene ye na obetimi aye
ontimi nye ontimi nye he
enti ono mo Ken ni vision no eso mo ye moa no mo ye support no na MPP delegate mo nto aba ma ono abo Ken na sa nioma we nyina no ke behu no ye yi we anaka ye library tape and can say oh emre bi atwam na we ni say na netie na honorable Ken buy no say na akwakosi because how much do you need to fix a rice mill for these people? How much do you need? Hey, how much do you need? What I say most of us say ska na mo cheche mo 400 500 and no obedi for the rest of his or her life.
Na mansion ye si chado yi se ke betimi abie factory
entimi enye
nya ye kofa South Africa for momba besi ade ye bufu kra wo Ghana se de ba wan ti se Dr. Baomia ni aid odi na chi Dr. Gideon Boako wan ti se asi ni fie om de se 2 months or 3 months ni si
ye si ayi ho no
yes so am kofa Nigeria for turn on off am kofa Nigeria for ne ba besi Ghana Mason for nya papa. Aye. After so ma to aba ma no na wie na wanye sika. Okofa Nigeria for ne besi. Ade ne boss kofa South Africa for ne besi ne de na e wo chaado no. Nti be de no no so nko Nigeria. Se de wo mo so anu no. Agyapong kroma kra de dan no oni bi wo Achimansa ho. Oni fie wo Achimansa. Oba oda guest house.
MP or
me na me catch me say oko 12 years. Me can no catch Achimansa for ya monfre. Monfre na mo
baby a wunnim ni
me na make me se ni pain aka achiro eta ne kuta me say
no
Agyapong kroma honorable Agyapong kroma oni fie as member of parliament oni fie me so oni fie wo ho
and
constituency on them
no mushia
me say constituency no on them
into either on the party for
na party no kra ni office ono ne MP we baby office bi wo ho no the party office ako na wo say de Agyapong kroma be MPP for abragba mobo ofansa ye bi ni
etu nya say MP and power sorry say ukofia kochia na tena say
me say oni fie bia say de honorable Ken ko eyi adompema amanfo kokoguo mu nim ne fie ntom koguo no Agyapong kroma bia nim ne fie oni fie e wo ho
oh Mr. Nkum we
me ka no kra kirew oni nam ho ade san no abeda woda
ade we de
me na me ka no kra na kirew What?
No, but
me see the phone lines now. Me see the phone lines now. Chemasa for befre.
Ebia unim ni fie.
Me say. Ye be phone lines now. Chemasa for befre. No maka. Chemasa for mon friend na munya line so. Me be phone lines anu maka.
Oh, there be say ameti ha say.
Me na meka no.
Ebia ubisa elekema. Obeka so temakra me ni fie wo ho. What I say because onim me fie. Nti na make say ebia na wo no. Me say unhia no wo fie.
Me say oni bi e wo fo ase ayire bi. Ono abukodwo ponkroma say me boa I am daring him. Ontwa omaye ntwa ne fie mfoni e wo fo ase ayire bi no fa send. So obi su ni ma okotwa no fa mra 550899. Oni bibia sa ho. Me na make kire wo. Na ne radio station ne radio station kwa wan fan constituency ni mu all the call that also constituency ni mu say owie ho a one omu ni bibia achemansa
eni ni ofo ase ayire
won na ka kire wo esi odan e won kwantanum
onso do wo fela o
opani hwe ye ni abre o I'm telling you sabato ma ye hwe se waba ye ana o mai mame call phone lines no so me call phone lines no so me wi anu ma ba sabato ho na ye ni nkomo e wo ho mo amutie yen ehwe ye titru ne achemansanfo mo modern na mo mfremra na mo mekere mo MPF why mo mekere 0240550899 0240550899 oba wo abone tew na afi wunu anso ato aso. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sinupay.
We can send you na.
Opanu kasa free na udin the same.
We can na na do ka pepu Sacramento.
Nana mamintiu.
Wo and we will do what I better to have money our bank to. Upon command them all. When you try with so there let's go to a time any more time to do send your web graph. Oh, wow, my friend. Let's talk about and Trono movie, I'm Christian Papa, Papa, we transfer. Now, you cannot say everything. If you are not going to be able to be a bar, a baba, the woman, and the demon, or you may not make media. It's so fabian for young people to almost everybody. You are dead down with
Meda say nana say odo de aba nyankopon sha papa 0240550899 bra na unuan so nto aso. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sinupay.
Sinupay.
Opani udi any baby afrefri na mintiu.
Medinfu udi Emmanuel ni papa.
Yima mayentie we.
We see MVP for any kind of thing. Now, the best time is money to the Japan. And yet, we buy me. You give them now to the Japan, and about me to the Japan, or you'll be a bit or the near thing. I'll bet you leave that at your call. Then, again, but only the second to that, then I very glad. Again, a bomb price to the job. And then, only go to 2,000 years. In Japan, everybody and Ghana. Now you for me.
Mena say, Minia, Yamin Shrow, Quambi Asu Yabahumi, Yabahumi. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sinupay.
Yes, Sinupay.
Opani Woody, any baby out free namintil.
We do young quarter because of the media. Manoma Simon will be a great person myself. We are very good at the anything I make up on the belly. Therefore, about Ghana, people in United States about royalty, they are company better or manual. For me, company, we are here to about the United President. Where people buy a company better for manual. For me, company, we are rather.
Professor Ahmed Nkum Media. The only president that will do a better hand of what country now, you have any idea. The new people are military. If you really need a benefit, you are so many. We are very good, but we are very good. We are very good. I am very good. I can add that.
Medase mini Nyankopon enhyira ane baby a so free e di free 0240550899. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Okay, on one team anyina so. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sorry. But your man is so okasa free. But your maminti wadaroma.
We are them about to make man. Like we say, we already come and back to the left benefit. When else maybe, when that people to do, when that answer to do. In front of our doctor, we see that now our house. It is just not the opportunity after. But they not to see a people. And the car and the house is in the house. I'm not in the yes. They don't take a or then the you my pocket, you man, and nothing to do. And then you be our
Medase papa me chia wone danso manfo nyina. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Okay, ono antimi anyina so utie ne no kram so yakra. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Papa Nkum. The life papa Ramani.
Ewa, dome for what to say?
Akufo-addo domi pilatu for mo ye pa delegate for so no mo nyina ho ye.
All right.
Omo ti apo. Kamo so mo ho ye.
Oh, nyame adom.
We de nyame ate. Wo mo ewie ni me ra ho. Na kojo oponfuma na no fomo ya na. Because ye no mo kra ye ni mo bawo. Ye kra ye ni say ex-vice president Bawumia only 41%. If you no all announce no, say you need ya so antia, you need who ya so pele, ya so ntiye. Well, ho. When you nyina o di Bawumia 2% Bawumia e be ya fast bell so mo. Omo pese omo di MPP ko opposition e ya bro. That's what mo susu ye e mamu da e wo Yesu Kristo bi no. Medase the honorable Ken Obeba. Aye, nyamilis.
Medase hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Okay, ono antimi anyina so 0240550899. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Sinupe.
I'm Mohammed the Catholic and
Mohammed, my name
Mama Mama Bato, Yakupon Kiramo. The idea is Ghana for your Nippon Boka, among Padepa. Senipa, almost the Napa, Unisika, and found several MPP or several NDP. One more point at my own year of my Japan. Just like your Baba, my point, Amma. Young manager Padian. So, moi, no queen pamper, but they can buy the Metwabama. Meaning so okay, or the Bama or mine, what it you know, mine come, higher to serve with mom. So, one penny more corrupt, the MOB now say, Nipa, one freedom the room. The other side, when only don't be at the Rama party, Nanipa will no man petty part 90 more. And the boy, and more. And the second bar, the other can not for ma, what was it? Okay, now for her, oh, no, it is so well, but I already getting it at that. Now, why let the neighbor? any I am a panel. Now I would in a ban. A bear and a babwa. Come what? It is a Ghana for. Medasia, yet in a bar. Say, while power so we empty, and power so we ended to me. I don't know we and any other kind of and yet. Nkum come.
All right, Nkum enka and so ɛyɛ me nwanwa sɛ ɛna chimansa fo ya ama me sini pen amfa ama me so no. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Okay, mo in free so na so gyina so no nkasa de untimi nka. Hello, ebende. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, madam. Sinupe.
You come in front of you.
Within the baby, I'll be you.
It's left with Madina.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Nkum.
Adia.
Namisha Moneju Mapa Moya.
Yate.
I mean, come on home. I want more need share and the debate. I can't say that papa. When you know you can pay the blockchain, Namia the most significant Baba, I'm a clear water. When you come to a toll, I never can answer. And I never about the when they may be a deal. That's why I never know be a deal, and be a bingy. If you are Kamocha delegate, or Piano or Dino, or too much. Nakamemra ne yakasa ya maye meda ya kuma so ni mpaje doya kan ba ya maye delegate ya promo pa na me kama
men so meda se hajia ma memfa ensia memfa last two callers na memfa ensia. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sinupe.
Good afternoon. The friend Dex moment. I said free Asenko.
Okay, sir, free Asenko.
That's what you mean.
Okay, my you. Oh, Asenko.
Hello.
Asenko was one you.
Mr.
Company,
Mr. Nkum Shiraman. Now, also, if you do to that, you will go upon from our head age to our own 50 years. Can so now can give you your mother.
Okay, my fancy, I'm in tune, can you? Okay. Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sinupe. Opani we dey anywhere be afrefri ni nti o.
Friend Ivan so am Tracy Asiama. E di kan me bo abaso.
Medas.
And I mean part delegate me for. Nti na che. Atu. Omo me koma guwe omo di na omo ye fun e tin pen. Omo se den. So we delegate now but akoto aba ma ba wuya. E so wa ye di party ye ti man ni school ko e bi omo ma. Swap ba na omo ato. Now we catch it off and we last 2 years. Like big party was since 92. We had 12 bills, 20 pesos. Because I want to go. Asama 92 now it's will be a no move down. Ankara to bind it. Upon Kruma. Now oye building contractor. Come now oye Western Housing Minister. Ọmọ ní tí náà ọ̀fíìsà ó kú àkọ́kọ́ àtọ̀ ń kẹ́ńtẹ́ ẹni pẹ́ ọ̀mùwà nù ọ̀pọ̀ nkùnmá mẹsẹ̀ ẹ̀ka tó bẹ́ bá abà bẹ̀ká kyerẹ́ yẹn náà yẹ bí pàtì wẹ̀ jẹ́ ọmọ buwa yẹ nti mi deɛ mi tu delegate fo sɛ mo nsa nkɔtɔ abama bawumi a ɛkɔm a bɛwe mo no sɛ nasna ɛna yɛ president ɔkɔ a ne yɛasɛ akɔtɔ abama n'ɔfis a yɛ wɔ ti school regents wɔ ghana ha ne wɔ nkɔmɔ ne yɛ ano yɛ adwuma.
Medase opani Nyankopon enka oho. I am say mediasi on. Last one. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Okay, yeah, the steer na ma no went me ankasa de ayaje. Enti yewie ma yembra back to studio. Me pa cho se achimanse ni fra mo fa na tesuma. Sabata wiafe, eja wiafe ba aye krado e wa ha. Obapa edzei
Mr. Nkum nyame adom me ho ya pa.
Bibia de yi on.
Nyame adom bibia hye kama. Sisi ade stia na ma me on.
Ah, me de stia na ma.
Eno ano no.
Na ode kohwe ni ama ne gudi a.
Mi hwe.
Kohwe ni ama ne gudi a ye je eno ano.
Mi hwe wu, me ka ne pepepe.
All right. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Ma me na wase. Ben say den a. O say den ofo ase. Okay, ofo ase ni ba ko aba. Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Sinopei.
Yeah, can you tell you?
Na odi de say wo kasa free he.
Because so your friend is frank, me kasa platform of fantasy man say this week. Asamna mo kan. Ya wa asem you ni pe na ka wo mama ho so jo phone call man. O kan ko re e wo Ghana, wa information minister. Wa ta yi temi ya de ba papa, we dey everybody in our country. Share what say Baumia enya 47. And so then I talk to Ghana for them. Na o cafe opo ko jo po ni atimanta eya no kre. Ni fie bia ni ho. Atimanta FM e wa tumo da kwantamu. O ma fo ase e na da hoda. Me kan ko me we be ani press bia me ka ko jo po nkroma. Onya hwe me nya MPP ni nya NDP ni me so abada. Ba ma ko na mu die me say delegate member kama Kennedy. Obi o da na yente. Opo nkroma no. 2016 la na do be ya na be ya o nkroma. O pe ni o fa simple ni enim no. Me de dabia ko Atimanta district ko atuma yebi dabia ya jam ebro aya ya mabra Ghana ko nye wona ye na ya mabra ye bi ko e ba le ti market on mo ya me fair station ba ko kan obi da ka say wonya hwe man le ta ko ni na oba ka say wonya hwe man na te Afghanistan say mo ko respondent ni bi encha atem ayebi kẹtọ no bẹẹbi a machine wọ na mo fan send them na mo ha de piam fa ja me bro ebi na
mane na wa sami afensia why emrepem ya beto aso kojo opon kroma ba so fie ayi anyina ase o ebia na ne fie wa anyina ase a onko twamra na ehwe obapa ma yen kwestia ni kuta why
Okay. And I don't need any leader who is so weak like Aboboya break. I'm not sure Bankwase, the man of the moment, friends of Kencity Media. I'll say good afternoon, Mr. Nkum. We are still appealing to NPP delegates to vote for Honorable Kennedy Agyapong to lead NPP to victory and ignore Dr. 00 and think about their children's future. #Ken Beba. Where I am, Mami Winnie a champion. I say good afternoon, my children and granddaughter. We thank God for another day. May His name be praised now and forevermore. Amen and amen. Sinupempe more. Also sinupempe more. More vim always. Speak the truth with no fears. Peace. Where Isa Adams. I say good afternoon, Mr. Nkum and Albert and all Kencity workers. Onyamese obeshirawa senyetie biara obeshirawo onipa biara ntumi nsiken nkonimdie ho kwan ode fi Germany na ebaye we asoso Edward Kwansa o say kindness winning hands down. He's the hope for the hopeless and job for job. No Galamsey. If Baumia cannot solve economic problems or create jobs, then why are people still following him? Question for them. We say Edward Kwansa, also very informative program. Please keep it up. Where Agyapong Kwame, I say good afternoon, Mr. Nkum. Please forget Kojo Opon Kroma and others. They are absolutely confused. I wish they direct their thoughts to Abronye and Koka to change from insults. Watching you live from the Wu Agyapong. Where Richard, or say Mr. Nkum, let Baunia know that the people of Cape Coast are waiting for the harbor and airport he promised. Mr. Nkum, yes, man.
Also, you reckon, Opeso see the largest or the biggest pharmaceutical company or central region. Washasia or young
yes.
Hanti Abia Dr. Baomis, Cape Coast Airport. Many political are be free ha ye kono. Yen kono yen kwa jasase. Now the yen shase Ghana for be boy am yesi.
No. Where Emmanuel okay. So I say good afternoon, Mr. Nkum and Sinupen crew. When and where did we insult Dr. Baumia? Whenever we speak the truth and show evidence, they call it insult. I'm connected watching you from Milan. Onwa Biomasan say, Mr. Nkum, you see when Mr. Kusibuafo told them the truth about their pig, they are now insulting him left and right center. Aye. Where Grand George, I say Ghana first president Ken. God bless you. I say please vote for number 1, Honorable Ken. I love President Kennedy Agyapong. You are too much. Where Emmanuel Asenso, I say Kencity Media educate Ghanaians and tell the truth, but we don't insult. No. Where Rita, I say good afternoon, Mr. Nkum. Honorable Ken is winning. Please delegate, vote for Honorable Ken for us. If you refuse to vote for Honorable Ken, then forget it. We need Honorable Ken, case closed. Say kutu, say bam. Where Michael Asare, or say some of the NPP don't like the truth, and this is what makes them lose. Truth is like fire, and evil people can't stand it. Mr. Nkum, let the fire of truth follow. Michael Asare, Odifi Asofa, Ena Ebaye. Osansi say, okay, where Cornelius appear, or say, Sinupen, we don't need the author of the book. We will carry the message, but we will speculate about the author. Thank you, Nana B, for being a true talker. Black so say, no can, no any single votes. We are friends of Kencity Media. I say, Mr. Nkum, I say, Mr. Nkum, survived is good, but it can't divert our focus. We are not resting until 31st January. My greetings to City Chairman, Honorable Kwesi Poku Bosompin of Tema West constituency. He should keep it up in the fight for Kennedy Agyapong. We also I am Nanama 1. I'll say greetings from New Jersey. Honorable Ken is winning hands down. A lot of people are getting connected. Where's so Anthony? I say nobody should have a problem with the former president. We all need peace among the leaders and their followers. I say it is a good step in the right direction.
Now, sir, 2023.
Okay. Francis Adai say, let's Ken be Ken. Anthony say, Nanado is a normal human being, so let's give him the benefit of doubt. It is better late than never. Okay. We as so Colonials appear. So Mr. Nkum, please tell lawyer to add town hall meetings to Honorable Ken campaign with Q&A. Anthony say, Mr. Nkum, the message from Honorable Ken Agyapong is massive enough for the people to do the needful. That is voting for Ken. Where Felix upon I say Ken Agyapong is the only person to win power for NPP in our current situation 2028. Where senior JJ or say if you have dishonest people like Opon Kroma in your administration as a minister, how can you how can your party grow? Where Ebenezer Dia was stressed, say hey Opon Kroma, what a shame. Mr. Nkum, my WhatsApp messages no kakra and kahona me fa wunsi. We say open way or say won pay way na open den Ken's plans for Ghana is so mind-blowing. Way in Konyake, the message way by Kwaku Gadu say, good afternoon, Mr. Nkum and Sabato, my incoming wife, Mr. Nkum, and now I see you see. I was my incoming wife, Sabato, 1 hour. I see you see. I swear Mark Christie is Sarah in the Bible and Agyapong is Abraham because they have the same character because both of them were talking wisdom. Ken Bakope number 1 is boiling or say true boy. Where's so I say good afternoon Mr. Nkum. Let us ignore those who don't recognize Professor Edu Buahin, all because their parents and families belong to NDC. Delegates, please don't disappoint us. Ghanaians are watching. Say I'm past solo the Equia Pin, Masinu Pin. Where say some of the NPP people don't like the truth, and this is what makes them lose. Truth is like fire, and evil people can't stand it. Mr. Nkum, let the fire of truth follow. Where Michael Asari or the Fi Asofa Ena Ebaye. We say good afternoon. Where Nana Esi or the Fiteshi or say when the cockroach was disliked and hated, the mosquitoes voted for insecticide. When insecticide came, it sprayed everyone. The housefly was jumping and clapping because he didn't vote. Thought he was safe, but insecticide didn't spare him either. Meaning the people hated NPP so much and voted for NDC. And that's what we see now. Everything is messed up. Thank you. We say it's obvious they have gotten Mr. Nkum. Though he didn't want to share because his spirit is really down. As long as it is not coming from Kennedy or management, it's no big deal. If they know how to advise, they should first advise the radio Rwanda boys. Okay, no, Why? Okay, Mr. Nkum. Okay.
Now also say.
I say, Miana, me who back could be not compensate me the mouth can home, but I say, okay, my sorry, last one. We say, hello, Mr. Nkum and Honorable Albert. I say, Ken embodies Ghana's hope for a brighter future, building a better Ghana. Also building a better Ghana as a beacon for the youth, a catalyst for job creation, and a visionary leader. Ghana will experience growth under the presidency of His Excellency Ken Agyapong in 2029. Where a Manasseh appear could be. Mr. Nkum Wesi.
Ma men say honorable.
Mr. Nkum we na that's it. Ma men cha atiphobia.
Oh yeah, former your friend is saying student Tescom president.
Yes.
A whole Professor Albert Edubuahin. Ewo MPP party mo. Amanfo timi eyini free party na bakwase mo. Onka hwe. Why you didn't hear?
There be say Mr. Nkum efie de un free mu a unhu history. Obi a onka Dr. Professor Edubuahin asem bia kire say wa onim no.
Okay.
Dr. Mahmoud Bamia unim Professor Dubois na unim ro paper so. Wone ne nchia da, wone ne nye hwe da. Enti no so on kan asemo a so be it. Munja no. MPP na start 2008. Yeah, yenim de yenim.
Okay.
Dia man high.
Mate.
Dia me kan so no abo Ken Agyapong. Ni message na ode ma delegate no. Delegate ensom na omumiensesa said ye tete no na nkofo bi dwen se politicians nyina ye etie no ono aboka na demonstrate wa distinguishing ne ho afisa ne mari nyina mo say politicians nyina anye pe this time around no mo me man opportunity no omra emekire ne bobie na ye nyina so ye nya ho mfaso ye wi o man Ghana ene bedi de na ngazanga
Pani adaro man ma yenkwa it say yes within no honorable ka ho nti political za ma memfa wonsi ye fa me Anthony Kofi Nkum Dazi ma yemfa seda e mata bia takum emema ejina yachi eboa yen papa se opedodo atu aton number no 0243686861 nyankopon ya adoma echina ebesan so ahia se no pay yɛka no sɛnea ɛteɛ. We are out.